You are now listening to The Adult Conversation with Candy, Sunshine, Just Drew, and Unrestricted D. So put the kiddies to bed, grab your partners for some adult talk and play.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Adult Conversation. I am Candy.
I'm Just Drew.
I'm Sunshine Aces.
And I'm Unrestricted D.
And we are back on this nice, warm day.
Yay, yay.
Yeah. If you don't know, Adult Conversation is an online radio show where we get together once a week to discuss all types of things like love, romance, finance, wellness,
mental health.
Don't be taking my words. You know one word. That's it.
Fucking.
That's it. That's and that other one.
This dick.
Those the only two words you know.
That's what I know.
Yep.
Facts.
That's a two-trick pony. No, 3 words. 3-trick pony.
A 3-trick pony. You know what? I'm going to leave that alone.
So that is pretty much what we do here on Adult Conversation every Tuesday from 5 to 7 p.m.
Yay, yay.
So I'm going to start with you, Drew, since you are now going to be a 4-trick pony. How was your weekend?
Hold on. Did you just call me a horse?
No.
This motherfucker
I
just
damn
called
sure
me a
enough would
horse.
not do that. That is disgusting.
What, calling somebody a horse? I don't know what you did. All right, well, fuck it. We're going to move on. It's cool. It's cool. I was trying to... So I'm getting in trouble and everything. So how was my weekend? My weekend was lit. I'm trying to tell you. This past weekend, myself and... I'm trying to figure out because I got a whole new nickname for you now. Sleepy. What's up, Sleepy? Well, myself and my lovely co-host, our lovely co-host, Sunshine Aces, hosted Sunshine's Spring Fling featuring sexy Spring Fling featuring Just Drew and Jason Black. And when I tell you that motherfucker was lit. I'm trying to tell you. That's all I can say about that. It took me till Monday to kind of recover from that shit.
It took me till today, and I'm still not fully recovered.
You know what I mean? I'm still tired of shit.
Sorry y'all missed it. People were asking about you too as well, just so you know.
They definitely was.
Yeah. They were like, where is they?
I ain't gonna tell you what they was asking though. They was asking specific questions about both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
I ain't gonna tell.
I don't know who asked it, so you can ask.
I'm just saying that. Happy spouse, happy house.
I agree.
One person who was looking for you, do you remember Deanna, who came to the Four Seasons party and you scared her when she first walked in the house? She
I ain't
was
gonna say
from
I just
Connecticut.
scared her.
Well, she was scared.
Okay. I scare everybody, but yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, she was like, where is she? I was like, she's not here. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there in September.
Okay.
Is it September? August, September?
August 30th, yeah.
Okay. So we'll be there then.
August 30th. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
That was my weekend. That's it. I ain't got nothing else.
Sunshine, how was your weekend?
Pretty much the same. It's funny he clowning me because I worked like a slave for 2 weeks to get everything ready, and we was ready. So we were so ready. I did my due diligence, and then I went to sleep. We did a raffle. Well, I didn't start it. Somebody else started it, and it was $1 per ticket to lick my pussy. So we raised some money.
They raffled off Sunshine's
They raffled
pussy.
off my pussy. Yeah.
Lord.
So, and when they started to draw it, I ran upstairs and hid up there for a while.
Did you get your pussy licked?
I mean, I'm not a renegger, so
You're not?
no.
What is a mixed renegger?
I'm not a rewigger.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a rewigger. So the young lady who won, who I won't put her out there because she didn't say I could, but we all
a
know and
lady
love
won.
her. And her date, sure enough, I came downstairs and he was waving the
Waving the winning ticket.
Waving the winning ticket. So
I think I could participate if it's only women that could enter. And they all have to be bisexual. No,
I know that. Listen,
Yes.
you had a great time. It was a great turnout. It was some good folks. I appreciate everybody for coming out and supporting. I'm still always amazed at the support that we actually get because you know what I'm saying. Like when it comes right down to it, yeah, a lot of people came out. So thank you to everybody. I already thanked them in the chat. So or the post, I'm not gonna continue to say the names because I'm too tired to remember everybody's name. But yeah, but we did miss you guys though. Just so
I missed
you know.
y'all.
Yeah.
Unrestricted, how was your weekend?
My weekend was very lovely. I can't pronounce the name where we went. Where we go?
We went to Askasatamba.
Wow.
I don't know the name of the place we went.
Must have been lit.
Oh.
I can't even spell it. I know it had the word ASS in it.
Astigi.
Astigi.
No, it ain't Astigi.
Ocean City, near Ocean City.
So we went beach camping. It was a very interesting group of people. It was a wonderful experience. I would love to do it again. Something about just laying by the ocean, just hearing the ocean. Then we had some unexpected guests. We had some wild horses that came through.
Yeah.
They ransacked our camp for a minute.
Pause.
And
Pause. Wild horses.
my horses.
Yep. A lot of them too.
Yep.
I posted on my page.
This tip. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was like so many wild horses. Even when we were leaving, we were still seeing wild horses.
So they came into the camp, took some people food, did their thing, then they rolled out.
They ate the food?
Mm-hmm. Because if you
food was
leave
out?
food out, if you leave food out, they are taking it upon themselves to,
Yeah.
get some.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I posted the video that
One had some Panera bread.
that's what that was.
Mhm.
Wow. I can't even afford Panera bread.
most of the
It
time,
comes
most
with your meal.
It do?
Yeah.
I can't afford Panera.
You can get bread or chips. I don't. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it, but
most of the time, wild animals they will eat your fruits,
bless you.
your vegetables. But they ate the bread.
They ate everything.
Somebody had something from Panera bread and they ate it.
How
They
amazing
had-
is that they was eating on y'all's weekend and eating on mine too?
I know, right?
So you got a horse to eat you too?
Uh-oh.
You know what?
That's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful
Was
because I
it?
don't do animals.
That's
There's a whole
disrespectful.
name of that, and that's not my kink.
I'm talking about a man who has a long dick. That's
Oh,
we
is that
call
what?
him,
Oh, a horse?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
horse dick.
Horse. I got you.
Oh, okay.
I
okay.
would ride that. I wouldn't. Yeah, if it was that. Why we so nasty?
That's
though?
not
I don't
me.
know.
That's not me.
What about you, Candy? What did you do?
I ain't do nothing.
Thought about
Say.
horses.
This
Obviously.
weekend we went again to the Ocean City. It did rain, but it wasn't too bad. It was really nice though. We did yoga, beach yoga, chilling
Naked?
out. No,
Oh.
it's because it's kids there.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but it wasn't kids in our section,
Mm-hmm.
but it was kids in the next section over. So, Goombay threw a really nice event. It was like a whole bunch of individual parties going on, everybody trying to huddle around a little fire, and it was real nice. I think that's what we did this weekend because we left late Friday and came back Sunday morning.
that's what's up.
That's what's up.
I just want to give a quick shout out to our tent mates real quick. They were the best. We didn't have to do anything the
Yeah.
whole weekend. They took care of everything. Shout out to
I was
Cookie,
spoiled.
Rit, and Charlie.
And I told her, I said, you are one spoiled person. Because her sister, she's a nurturer, 100%. She takes care of you and makes sure everything is good with you.
That's what's up.
I'm like, I need you in my life. Like, you could be my woman. I'm
We've
not
been
having sex
touching
with
on
her.
that a lot lately.
I'm not going to have sex with her, though.
Yeah.
Mm,
Did
maybe
you
I
want to
would.
do some
Maybe I
therapy
would.
sessions with me and we can find out what you're really into?
I know what I'm into. I'm into horses.
All right, the offer stands. I'll give you a nice discount if you change your mind.
Thank you.
Miss, I'm into horses.
Oh shit.
Talking about pussy all the time.
Ooh, no.
What happened?
First of all, you have never heard me talk about pussy. I only
Talk
think-
about yours.
Oh, I like my pussy. But,
Okay, then that's still
but
talking
I
about
don't.
pussy.
I don't talk about other female pussies. I talk about their tongue.
Okay.
That's different.
All right. I mean, I ain't. You know,
Never float your pot.
I mind my motherfucking business.
Speaking of women and doing a lot of other stuff, let's talk about living a new way of life. That's
Bang.
right. New way of life.
That's right.
There are different definitions of living your new way of life, and we're going to try to cover most of the ways that you could possibly live your life. Fair to say?
Fair to say.
Okay. All right. So, Drew,
Yes, sir.
give us the definition of. I'm sorry. I disrespected you. I apologize.
Facts. You did. You
I'm
did.
sorry.
I need my
I'm still on
titles.
the beach. I'm still on the beach. So being hood,
Hood.
being so urban,
Urban.
being ratchet at times.
Rup, rup, rup.
All right, give us the definition from the Urban Dictionary of life.
Urban definition of life. The meaningless void between birth and death.
All right. So, Candy,
Yes, sir.
give us the second definition of life.
The quality that distinguishes a vital and functional being from a dead body.
What's the second definition?
The sequence of physical and mental experience that make up the existence of an individual.
All right. Do we have another definition?
I don't.
I don't.
Another definition of life.
Um,
Well, how about this? Do you?
okay.
So you got a definition?
No, I thought we did. Okay, my bad. Maybe I missed it. I
So-
misread it. Okay, so let's change this up a little bit. So Drew came up with the topic today, right?
Yes.
Drew, what made you bring up living a new way of life for us to talk about?
It was several different things that made me wanna touch on living a new way of life. And the first is people are fucked up. The world right now, especially the worlds that I'm existing in, and when I say that, I mean the people who I serve, as far as in the community. The world is fucked up, and I kind of like wanted to do a show and give the world and our listeners and people who may need it a shot of hope like it's dope. You know what I mean? If that makes any kind of sense.
It does.
So that's what made me pick the topic of living a new way of life, and also it's universal. Like it is when there's several. There's a plethora. I learned that word I think last week.
Yeah.
There's a plethora of ways that you can go. Not placenta though. Plethora. There's a plethora of ways that you can go with this topic. You know what I mean? And it all be relevant and it all be interchangeable.
All right, give us some examples.
People recovering from alcohol and drugs, they embark on a new way of life. People who are re-entering society from incarceration and decide to embark on a new way of life. People who circumstances has caused some bad decision making in their lives, and they embark on a new way of life.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So it's pretty much like any kind of change that you want to make with your life based on things that you perceive to be negative in your life. You know what I mean? That's where I was at with it.
All right.
Good.
So Sunshine, back to you. You thought we forgot about you?
No, you never forget about me.
Oh,
I'm confident.
Oh,
And I'm confident in you not forgetting about me.
oh,
Ooh.
there you go.
Watch it, buddy.
Oh.
Okay.
Brownie points for you.
Let me be quiet. No,
Somebody got that pussy licked a little too much.
somebody felt her and she's feeling herself. All right. So, out of the definitions that Drew and Candy gave you, which one would you say go closest to Drew's topic tonight?
So I gotta go. I still gotta go with life is your existence. So because Urban said the meaningless void, like that means they're already in a very negative, and I'm not a negative person, so I can't rock with the meaningless void. I mean, my life has a lot of meaning, so I'm had to go with the Webster this time.
God damn it.
But I probably
go again. Just
I mean,
crushing
the
you.
funny thing though is I want to go with number 2. Like the sequence of physical and mental experiences that make up the existence of an individual. Like number 2 for Merriam-Webster would be my closest. Because even what just Drew mentioned, of course, when you think about life, you think about the things that affected yours. And he named some things that he thinks about and what he does. But then there's like divorce. Like my whole life changed after divorce.
Mm-hmm.
There's if you change careers, change jobs, get a new job, lose a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's once you have kids. Like there's major changes. If you get married, you're used to doing solo, and now you got to worry about a whole other person.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I
true.
think it's the physical and the mental experiences that we all go through.
All right. So it's Drew's topic, and it's also times for Drew's.
It's time for Just Drew's Useless Facts. They might be useless to you, but they are important to somebody. Remember, if you have a useless fact you want Drew to read, email it to justdrew@adultconversation.com.
Yo, y'all know what the fuck time it is. It's time for Just Drew's useless motherfucking facts. And most times I get the topic and have to go and search on Google, and I only use Google. Why?
Because it's true.
Because it's true. I don't use AOL. I don't use Bing. I don't use Yahoo. I only use Google. But tonight, since it's my topic that I picked, living a new way of life, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 10 things that you can do to assist you in living a new way of life or changing the way of life you live.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number one, change your thinking. In order to live a new way of life, you have to challenge what you believe and your core beliefs, because those beliefs are what causes you to make the choices that you make. Number two, give yourself permission to change. A lot of times people don't understand that when you vocalize things, that actually brings it to a reality mode, and it allows your subconscious to agree with it and get used to the idea of it, give yourself permission to change. Number three, don't stay stuck in your current reality. If you want to change, if you want a new way of life, then you have to envision a new way of life, and you can't stay stuck in where you are right now. Number four, stop talking to naysayers. Don't talk to motherfuckers who say you can't do it. Don't talk to a motherfucker who asks why you want to do it. Just talk to people who are encouraging and are ready to help you in any way that they can. Then this next one is going to seem kind of contradictory to don't stay stuck in your reality, but you have to be mindful. Be mindful of the moment that you're in, right? It's sort of like stop and breathe and smell the roses. You know what I mean? Be mindful of the moment that you're in, and kind of like, take it in. Next up, be grateful. Be grateful for where you are, what you've accomplished, and what you are. So you have to be grateful for the you that you are now, in order to be ready to implement some things to move on and become change. Next up, be connected to others moving in the same direction. So if I want to change the way I live, and I want to eat healthy, I want to become more healthy, I want to lose weight, then I have to get with some people that's actively doing those things, that's actively eating healthy, that's going to the gym, that's exercising on a regular basis. So be connected with others moving in the same direction. Next up, be forgiving of yourself and of others. I know I found that in my journey where I come from, that it was all right and necessary for me to forgive myself for all the negative things that I'd done in my past. You know what I mean? Forgive myself for it, let it go, and move on. Number 9, be of service. Doing good deeds for others without expecting anything in return, it makes you feel useful.
Acts of kindness, I like that one.
Yeah, and so one of the major things for me and the way that I live today is I'm in service to others, as sometimes to my own detriment. I would say that. And last but not least, be purposeful. You know what I mean? Come up like when you have to envision what you want your life to look like, and you have to start living your life with the purpose of creating what you want, if that makes any kind of sense. So what I mean by it is, if I want to bench press 400 pounds, then I have to go to the gym regularly, and I have to work out, and I have to start to increase my reps and my weight and all that until I can bench press 400 pounds. You know what I mean? And so as a caveat to that, you know what I mean, last but not least, is dream big and don't be scared to chase those big dreams. And that will conclude Just Drew's Useless Facts.
Cool.
Cool.
I don't know what to say. They were useless.
They were just, you know what? I'm convinced. I'm convinced now that Candy is a hater.
No, because when Sunshine and Dee did your useless facts before, they were great.
When they did them, so when they do them, it's great. When I do
Personal.
them, oh man, that's all right. I'm gonna be purposeful, and
Yes.
my whole purpose
Keep
is
trying to impress me.
That's it. That's it. To try to get you to say that they are actually useful.
Yes.
Sunshine.
I enjoyed them very much. So thank
Did
you.
you?
Yeah,
D?
they were very thought provoking.
I
Th-
did.
They
I'm,
were-
I'm gonna go home and use a couple of them.
Dennis
They
said
sound like they
you're-
sound very Bing-ish.
Dennis said you're
Nah.
profound today.
Dennis said I'm profound today. Oh,
Today.
Thank
Lord.
you, Dennis. He
Today.
Did.
That's those
He
one of
did
those.
say today, though.
That's one of those comments like, "Dang, you look
Like one of
nice
them backhanded
today."
comments.
Like,
Yeah, I
what
know,
about
right?
the other 364 days?
He,
I know,
he
right?
watches us all the time, though, so it's
Yes.
it's a good comment, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
All right, we're about to take a quick music break, but if you're just tuning in, tonight's topic is living a new way of life. That's right. The topic is living a new way of life. Feel free to call in after the break at 301-232-5700. Once again, that number is 301-232-5700. And Drew, while they are on the break, as usual, what they need to do.
Get the app, 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 get the motherfucking app.
All right, we will be back with Adult Conversation each and every Tuesday here on RIP Radio Network.
Rip Radio Network.
Classics beats. You know that I worked all week, but I'm about to work this free. So you go get the Hennessy, and I'm about to roll this weed. You better not fake on me. Don't you know I have my needs? Daddy, don't you play with me. Sending pics just teasing me. Don't you know we'll be all night? Know that I have been stressing, but you can make me feel alright. All that shit you've been talking for love. I've been waiting all week for your love. For love, you're my favorite judge. For love, can't wait to show you what's up. For love, so baby just pull up, just pull up, just pull up, pull up. Climbing on top of me, feeling on my body. You know that drives me crazy, exploring all my fantasies. Love the way you loving me. Don't stop, baby, just go deep. Keep going. You can leave them hickeys, you know. Only ones that you can see. Yeah. Don't you know we'll be all night? Know that I have been stressing, but you can make me feel alright. All that shit you've been talking for love. I've been waiting all week for your love. For love, you're my favorite judge. For love, can't wait to show you what's up. For love, so baby just pull up, just pull up, just pull up, pull up.
I hear you Talking like a big girl, can you take it like a big girl? I mean, my ego kinda big, girl. Can you take that type of risk, girl? I've been known to flip a few worlds upside down, especially when I flip you upside down. How you think about having one child now? How you stuck in the same position for a half an hour, talking shit like I hate you, but we both know that means you loved it and you just can't wait for take two. Need a sec, baby, take two. Honestly, I need a break too. Have a glass of this cognac, might as well light up the J2. Uh-oh, you in trouble. Guess who just got the second win? First round, I dominated. Now I'm about to come get the second win. Fight it all you want, girl, but I guarantee you tap out. I pull up anytime you want me to come through and blow your back out.
Pull up, I've been waiting all week for your love. Pull up, you're my favorite drug. Pull up, can't wait to show you what's up. Pull up, so baby just pull up, just pull up, just pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Girl, your body is so amazing. The way you walk across that floor just drives me crazy. You're 23s in your makeup. When you're walking down the street, I know you got haters. The feeling that I get, I can't explain it. When you walk away, it's like that ass is famous. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, just walk away, walk away, just walk away, walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Excuse me if I'm staring, but you won't believe what my mind is preparing. I'm anticipating the way you all got me so discombobulated. The feeling that I get, I can't explain it. When you walk away, it's like that ass is famous. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, just walk away, walk away, just walk away, walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, there's nothing like a woman who is full of so much swag. They got the attitude, they walk around, they know that they are that. Just nothing on them waving that they got me in a trance. I love the way they walk on by so I can get a glance. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, just walk away, walk away, just walk away, walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away.
All right, welcome back to Adult Conversation each and every Tuesday here live on RipRadioNetwork.com. I'm Unrestricted D.
I'm Just Drew.
I'm Sunshine Aces.
And I'm Candy.
And collectively, we are Adult Conversation. Tonight's topic is living a new way of life. That's right, living a new way of life. If you feel like you are living a new life, call in 301-232-5700. Once again, the number is 301-232-5700.
Oh, yeah.
So, has anyone on staff felt like they ever started a new life?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Sunshine?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think I have yet.
You don't think you have yet?
I don't think I did.
If you don't think you do, ask yourself this. Do you do the same things that you was doing 10 years ago?
My bad. Not all of them, but some.
Some?
Some.
Okay. Do you think the same way you thought 5 years ago?
No. But, and we did say that coming from a negative point, and I want to say some things I did were negative. So, maybe I did have a new life too. What was yours, Candy?
New life.
Yeah.
I'm constantly having a new life. Just between jobs, getting engaged, moving in with somebody, leaving somebody. It's like every 6 months, I feel like it's a change in shit.
Damn, you leaving motherfuckers every 6 months?
No,
Oh, my bad.
How many months we in?
6.
Oh.
I don't know. It hasn't been 6 months yet.
What about you, Drew?
Well, a little over 7 years ago, I got clean. Haven't used drugs or alcohol since. So a lot of people can't believe it because they be like, man, you got to be on something. I be like, I ain't on nothing. But a gas station pill. Woo woo.
Rhino?
You want to buy some more?
Rhino 462.
Fuck that. Them gas station pills mean, man, mean.
Lovely. I'm so happy for you.
What about you, Sunshine?
What about me? I'm sorry. When did I go through a change?
Yes. When did
Other
you
than
experience the
menopause?
new
No, I'm
life?
just playing. I haven't even done that
You're
yet.
not old enough to go
Yeah,
through
I haven't done
menopause.
that yet. Definitely when I got divorced 8 years ago and became a free spirit because my whole life changed. So, but I've had a few changes, career changes, responsibility changes. I mean, even becoming, a Grammy. So
You a
it's
grandmother?
What?
No. Oh my
Play too
God.
much. So like as stressful
She's a
as
gilf.
the last 2 weekends were, the highlight was seeing my Grammy this weekend. She came down to see me Saturday.
Oh, now they got to come
She
far.
changed a lot, didn't she?
Yeah, and she laughs a lot. She's really happy. She just smiled and farted the whole time. Holding her like she's like just a little gas bubble.
I'm gonna tell you what was funny. What was funny was when I saw Lil Mama. She looks just like her daddy and just like her mama
At the same time.
at the same damn time. That's some gangster shit. They look like both of your parents at the same damn time.
Wait, do her parents look alike?
Not the way.
No,
They better
So-
not.
that was funny.
So what about you, D?
I think I'm more patient. I'm more understanding now. I still like to argue, but I don't argue as much.
You
than I
like
used
to argue?
I do. It's either that or have a heart attack or a stroke or something. I have to argue. If not, all of us gonna pin us. I have to say something about something that bothers me.
Well, that's not necessarily arguing. That's I'm
That's
sorry.
my argument.
That's you're speaking your piece to me.
That's my argument.
But y'all speak my piece all the time, and then people look at me and be like, "Why are you so mean?" I'm being honest.
Well, I mean, but then people can see that as being an argument because once we tell them how we feel, they're gonna rebuttal, and then we're gonna go back, and then they're gonna rebuttal again, so on and so on.
But
which
see,
is an
I don't
argument.
do that. Just this morning, someone was unhappy with one of my responses, and they said, "Why are you being mean to me this morning?" And I said, "I'm sorry that you think my feelings are about you." I don't know. I don't really know what else you want me to say. Like, I just gave you a statement of how I felt, and you took it as a personal dig against you. It was a statement.
Okay, I guess yeah,
I'm just surprised you say you like to argue.
I do.
He do.
I don't.
That's just a strong
I just need your
statement.
co-sign for my Suburban, not my conversation.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. That's all. Ain't that what a mate do? Agree.
Okay, let's
Sometimes we're in public.
let's go to Chevy and get my Suburban after this.
So are you
Yeah, I think
are
so.
you arguing because you want them to understand you, or you're arguing because you think they're wrong? Or I mean, I don't really get it.
I don't like to say people are wrong. I think it's more my view, but I don't think I want to prove that you're wrong. I want to sometimes to prove that there are other ways of looking at things. Like a lot of times I look at things from both sides, but people are so stuck on,
How things affect them.
right, and I say, well, what about if that person was going through a bad day themselves, and you know, you just said the wrong thing at the wrong time, blah blah blah. Kind of like situations like that. But I don't do it just to get my kicks off, or you know, just to.
Well, I mean, I find you very combative sometimes.
Yeah, part of my argument.
Yeah, and I'd be like, "Fuck that shit! I ain't got time for that shit right now."
Pretty much.
I'm be like,
Up top.
he gonna make me have an anxiety attack. I be like, I'm having an attack. I can't right now. Stop it.
Drew.
Yeah.
We off you. We
I
want
be
done
like-
with you.
Nah, we
I be like,
this Drew
we
talk.
I be like,
This Drew talk.
Dwayne, did you get the sheet off the bed, the blue sheet off the bed? What you mean blue sheet? It's blue green. Like, we don't have to argue about the color.
You gotta
It's
know
not
your
that
colours. You gotta know your
important.
colours.
But it's blue green.
That's right. You gotta know your
Yeah,
colors.
I'm like,
Aqua.
oh my God, I'm gonna just throw myself out the door.
Yeah. But
Hold on, Drew. But you would be like, "What is a sheet?"
Yeah, it's just a sheet.
But we have like 6 sheets on the bed. Okay, go ahead, Drew.
Well, I'm sorry. Please hold your thought. I just want to.
Okay.
I'm gonna be combative for 1 second. So, would you say that it's because you get so tired of having to do things that you're told to do in certain other areas of your life? So when you get the opportunity to be combative about every little thing,
No, because
you want to
actually-
debate color.
No,
Oh,
because
shit.
actually I like to play a role. I like to be my part of a team. I don't like to
okay.
take no type of control. I don't like to. I mean, I can. It's just in my nature of my zodiac sign. But
Okay, that makes sense.
You know,
'Cause,
but-
in other areas, like when we do things together as a group or whatever we're doing, you're not combative at all.
right, and
You're actually like, I got this. Like, let's rock this.
And-
like,
and
I'm about to make this happen.
right. And as I said before, we all have personalities, and I all think that we take charge of a certain situation that we all do. So again, I'm only outgoing to a certain extent, depending on how many drinks I got at me. Then I could get up there with you and Drew. I could be a party animal with y'all too. But other than that, I'm not. Depending on the crowd. Drew's a little laid back versus me and you be a little sociable and Candy laid back. So it'd be Drew and Candy laid back.
But Drew moody though.
Well, I mean, you know,
Sometimes he
I'm
the
not gonna
life
say
of the
that right
party,
now.
and other times he like, everybody on my nerves, I'm tired, and he
Yeah,
just go to sleep.
you got to
And
catch me
call
early.
me sleepy,
You got to catch me early.
and he'll miss a whole event. Talking about I'm tired. Talking about fuck that party, I'm going to sleep.
Exactly.
I'm like, what?
I'm like, it's gonna be another 10 parties this
You
week.
know
Why the hell I got
he's
set for
lying,
this one fucking party?
Really?
I'm trying to tell you.
Sorry, Drew. We ready for you now. Apologies.
Yeah.
I just sometimes you gotta take them opportunities when they present themselves.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
The dig
I agree.
right here, the kidney. Make sure you, because I got 2. So when you stab me the next time, get this one.
And y'all know it's clean.
Yeah. So
Hurry up, put them in the ice tub.
So, to get back on the topic on really, why I chose this topic itself. My life is fucking good. You understand what I'm saying? Like for the past 7 years, I have literally lived my best life. In the midst of whatever trials and tribulations that come my way, right? I am not living under a bridge anymore. I am not in a homeless shelter hoping that I get there early enough to get a bed anymore. I am not down Franklin Square running from side to side of the park trying to see who got pizza, who got sub sandwiches, or the sheep people with their gumbo. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I look at my life, I have to look at it from a certain viewpoint, and that viewpoint is of gratitude. That viewpoint is of grateful of my accomplishments, like I said in my useless facts. Just being grateful of what's going on in my life today, because you know I remember the day that it started, that my transformation started. I remember the day I decided I had to find a new way to live.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What made you say, you know what, I don't like the life I'm living, I need to start over?
There were 2 things. The first thing was, I remember it was a Sunday morning, and the weather was just really starting to break. Well, it was a abnormally warm Sunday morning. We was down Franklin Park, where they bring all the stuff for the homeless people, and at the time I was homeless, and when I found myself, we was out there laughing and joking, running from side to side of the park, trying to get the best shit for free. And I sat back, and when I seen, I was standing on the K Street side of the park, and I just seen this big ass crowd that started running towards a school bus of the Amish people, because the Amish people come once a month and they bring really good shit. And when I seen the big ass crowd haul ass into that side of the park, I said to myself, man, this ain't it. This ain't it right here. And
I don't want to stop you, but were you sober at that time?
No.
Okay.
No, I was still in the midst of my addiction and in the whole nine. And that was part one. Part two.
I mean, I'm sorry not to cut you. So were you? I don't know if it's ever halfway in. Were you kind of like? And I don't want to say this because I don't want to offend you or offend anybody else.
You can't offend me.
But was you like at the point of how they say? I know there's working addicts. Would you say that you were strung out at the moment, or you were knowledgeable of what's surrounding and you just did what you did? You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're in the midst of, because my uncle, he was addicted to crack, and he was out on the streets for years, but he was a functional government worker.
I'm not that person.
Okay.
I'm not that person. I'm an extremist.
Okay.
I'm going all the way.
Okay. Gotcha.
I ain't going to work. I ain't doing none of that shit.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sorry to interrupt,
And,
but I kind of was
yeah.
trying to.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. And that Sunday morning, when I saw that crowd break Western across the park, I said to myself, I said, man, this ain't it. This can't be what my life should look like. And I cannot believe that I've reduced myself, not been reduced, but reduced myself to this. That was the seed planting episode that I need to get out. And then about a week later, I was standing in the shelter on New York Avenue, and they was working on the New York Avenue Bridge. So you either had to catch the bus over, because they sent the buses to take you over to Sums to go get something to eat, or you had to walk. Most of the time we just walked because it was quicker than waiting on the shuttle. Well, at the time, you wasn't supposed to walk across the bridge because they was working on it, so they had the dividers up. So in order to get across, you had to hop up on the divider to get across. Well, halfway across the bridge, I looked over the side, and the thought popped in my mind, man, go on and jump and get out these people's way. You just in you ain't living to nothing else. You just in the way. So go on and get yourself out the way. And I can't tell you why I didn't jump or go over that bridge, but I do know I didn't go get something to eat. I went to where I could get some help for my problem because I was tired. And so even when, so I'll just put it out there. I go to meetings to this day. Like even now, 7 years later, I still go to meetings. Sunshine, we be out of town, so I be like, listen, man, I'm calling these people. I'm going to a motherfucking meeting. And so I kind of knew where to go to get the help, but thank God for the program that I ended up, that I still, buy into today, because it allowed me to not fight anymore, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So, with that being said, like today, I understand that I'm powerless over anything, including myself. And
What you mean by that?
okay,
Just for those that might,
so
understand what
when I say I'm powerless over anything, I can't dictate how other people think and how other people act.
I get you that. You do that a lot. I mean, you do say, look, we can't control how other people think or
exactly. And by adhering to some principles, right? I understand today that I can't even control my first thought. So I can only control what I do with my first thought. Like when say if somebody smacked the shit out you, somebody smacked the shit out you, right? Unless you're reflective, right? Unless your reflexes kick in and then bow, then you have a moment, you have a fleeting thought. You say to yourself, I'm gonna beat this motherfucker's ass.
Right.
Or you say to yourself, well, let me get the fuck away from this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So that first thought you can't really control. But if you think about it, once you have the first thought, then you can kind of control your actions behind it. You know what I mean? And so part of it, and I think you said it, I mean, D said it, what I live by is I can't, God can, and I let him. You know what I mean? That in and of itself, go ahead.
So now I know, we talk about this, but that moment on the bridge, because I had a moment of weakness myself too, but it wasn't drug related. I only told several people, a little amount of people, but I've contemplated suicide, but it didn't work out. Not that I ain't tried, it just didn't work out. So when you said something about the bridge situation, do you feel like it was God telling you it's not your time, you have a purpose here? Did you later on reflect on that? Let me ask you that much. Because of course, at that time, we don't think that. You know what I'm saying? We just like, Lord. I mean, I can't speak for you, but part of me was like, man, I'm fucked up. At the time, I couldn't see my firstborn. I was just going through a whole lot of things. I was quitting jobs here and there. I just was wilding to a certain extent. Do you feel like God told you at that moment, later, that you reflect later on that, Drew, I'm not finished with you?
Absolutely. Because in the moment that I felt like jumping off that bridge, like I said, I can't tell you really why I didn't, but I know where I set out to go initially, I didn't go there. I went somewhere else. You know what I mean? And it was sort of like one of the moments of, nah, not yet. Yeah. You got a purpose. And I still don't know totally what the purpose is, but I do know as much as I joke, as much as I play, I still, in the midst of everything, I try to be as encouraging as I can to everyone. I try to be uplifting to everyone that I encounter, and most times I try to help people, because one of the things that one of our sayings is, you can only keep what you have by giving it away. You know what I mean? Freely. And so, like I said, certain things that I live by, and a lot of people ask me sometimes, say, man, Drew, you don't, especially when they find out I'm in recovery, because a lot of people don't even know. Right. So when they find out, man, you don't ever get tempted being at the parties around all the people that's smoking weed and they drinking and they doing this, they doing that. I said, man, listen, what you do with your life is your business. Right? I'm clear on what I can't do, because I know the end result. We had this thing that we say, man, you got to play the tape all the way through. And when I play my tape all the way through, I'm back in Franklin Square Park, 14th and K, running from side to side, waiting on the Amish people to come with the school bus, and hope that they got a Gucci belt that they gonna give me.
So that was your rock bottom.
Absolutely, a spiritual death.
Not for us to be taking. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sunshine.
That's okay.
Not for us to seem like we're taking over the conversation, but going back to my uncle, during his midst of him using crack, he still coached the kids. He still was there for them and stuff like that. And then later on, when he got off, he stayed off for a while before he passed away. I guess it's like an anniversary maybe that they do it. So it used to be this church. I don't know if you know, right there, Easton. It's a church right there. They used to do a
down by Kaywood.
Right across the street from. Okay, Easton was the East Capitol, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Church right there.
Church on the
right. Yeah.
Little bay off.
Yeah. No, right there. You know where you come past Elliott and then Easton right there. It's a church to your right.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so right there,
I know what you're talking about.
They used to always hold his anniversary there, and I think when I was younger, my mom was like, "Oh no, we're gonna go, with your brother. I mean, with your uncle, celebrate stuff like that." And I never really knew the extent of how much he was really out there, or his problems, stuff like that. But what I found out that through his recovery, he motivated a whole lot of other people to try to get straight and to stay straight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you have, not to a certain extent, because we don't want to put too much pressure on a person, but do you feel like you two have a obligation to help the next man as well?
Well,
or try to help, because only that person can help themselves.
Yeah.
Initially.
Well, I can say this. I still go to meetings. I go to Narcotics Anonymous. I go to NA,
Okay.
right? And through NA, one of the things that we do is be of service, right? Mm-hmm. And be there for the suffering addict,
right?
And be a beacon of hope, because I am the hope. I'm the miracle.
Mm-hmm.
Like with but that's definitely true, because when people see you, especially the ones that you were out there with and you were doing your thing with, when they see you, and first they see you get clean, then they be like, oh, he ain't, I done seen this before. He might stay clean a couple of weeks or a couple of months or maybe even a year, and then what happens is your life starts to change, and the higher power works in your life without your permission. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't even need permission to change. Just whatever it was that kept you, that held you back, once you let it go, I don't care what it is, whether it's alcohol, drugs, that woman, the marriage, whatever it is, once you let it go, your life will change without your permission. Your outlook will change without your permission. You'll look up one day, so just to use an example, so and I was laughing about this the other day. As black people, we love the saying, I hate a thief, right? Y'all heard that before?
Right.
I hate a thief, but I love stolen shit, right?
Right.
So once you start to live by a certain set of principles, there may come a time when you won't even buy stolen shit, because you don't want to facilitate negative situations. Did that make sense?
It does.
I know people like that. Will not buy the bootleg, will not do the gas station 2 for $5 on the body wash, won't do none of that. They'll go pay that $8 in the store and keep it moving. You know what I mean?
But that's all about living consistently with what you've agreed on.
Yeah.
But a couple of things, I hope I can remember, because you gave a lot of information. But a couple of things I wanted to touch on. One thing that you mentioned is that you said everybody who knows you, they're always like, you kid a lot, you joke a lot. But of course, I know that other side. So like you said, when we travel, you do go to meetings. Like we be out of time, be like, I'll be back. Like I'm going to the meeting. So the funny thing is, what people don't know about you, or the side that they probably don't see very often, is how dedicated you are to staying, clean. Like for how we roll and how we move and the places we travel and what we do, and like people living life, the drinks, the smoking, whatever people are into, you're around that all the time, but you never lose focus. And I even asked you one time, I was like, well, why don't you just have one? And you're like, I can't. Like, I already know me. Like, he's so straight on, I can't do it, because I already know that there is no one for me. So for people who are struggling with something like that, some type of addiction, I don't care what it is, it's back to my old cliche. I always say I didn't wake up like this. Like, people always think they know you because they see you right now, but like they don't know your story. Like, they don't know where you came from. And even the way, we all struggle, individually with the way that we live our lives. So that's huge with you. And I definitely commend you for staying so strong. Because, I always say, when he be like, he don't drink, I be like, oh, I drink enough for both of us. So, like, I got that part. But then it's always, I know I can depend on him because he's not the one drinking. You know what I'm saying? So he'll pull me back. You know, if I'm getting out of hand, he'll pull me back. Like we joke about the Miami time you told me, pull the
Yeah.
car over. So yeah, but you definitely stay focused and stay true to what you believe in. So and you ain't shared a story with me for years. So yeah, I commend you for sharing it with everybody that's paying attention.
Yeah.
You're gonna be getting all kind of hugs and stuff. You're gonna get so much pussy behind.
And then then there's been times
I
that
gotta
Drunken
lighten it up.
pussy.
It's too serious.
I
I'm
would
gonna
say
get about to
drunken
start
pussy.
crying, right?
I mean, I will say, it has been time us three have been kind of, your favorite word, lit. And Drew just looking at us like,
These ninjas here.
what the hell's wrong with
I
that?
love my folks.
Exactly.
I love my folks.
Exactly.
So yeah, he definitely stays with,
But-
Willie talks.
But,
You know, he-
but Candy, you had asked me about something earlier when I said, man, I'm powerless. I'm powerless, right? Part of the powerlessness is understanding that it's far easier to not start than it is to have to stop.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? So if I don't pick up that first one, I ain't got to worry about putting down that 10th one.
True.
True.
So that's part of the powerlessness piece, powerlessness.
It's
You know
like
what I mean?
cheating. Once you start, you can't stop.
Yeah.
It is time for a commercial break, but I just want to touch a little bit more because I know this can help people because a lot of people are in denial. Either they don't think they drink too much or they don't think they can quit their habit, whatever the case may be. And sometimes it's not that case. Me and you talk on another level because, we got mutual friends and stuff like that. The people that doubted you and you brought it up, do you feel like to a certain extent, like told y'all motherfuckers that I'm different. I'm not the same person. Have you ever got a moment like that, or do you still feel like there's people still doubting you?
The moment pop in my head. It pop in my head. But immediately, in the spirit of humility, I gotta let that go. I can't take on. It's like for me. I'm gonna go back to you know how y'all say I'll shut down, like after a certain period I'll shut down. It's reasons for that. But I shut down because I need a moment. I need a moment to me. I need a moment to recenter, and whatever direction that the conversation or whatever we in is going, it's not conducive for where I'm at. So I need a moment because I'll gladly come back and I'll revisit anything when I'm in a better space.
I give you that.
You know what I mean?
You
And I know we need to go to break, but on lines with what he just mentioned, one of the recommendations when I did my research on what we were going to talk about was avoid high-risk situations. And the things that they name are hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. Like you have to avoid, and it makes perfect sense
This
when.
one.
What's that?
Horny.
Silly. But that makes perfect sense in exactly what you just said, as well as just what you just said. Like they're triggers. They're triggers for taking you to a bad space. So
Yeah.
you stepping back, which you should have told us that shit a long time ago.
But I thought it was always because he was hungry. He acted that way.
I thought it because he was hangry.
I thought it was because he was horny.
Yeah. So damn, man.
I'm sorry. One more sentence and then you can move on. So they said the first rule of recovery, and I want you to give your piece because
Go
it's
ahead.
about this your topic. You don't recover from an addiction by stop using. You recover by creating a new life where it is easier to not use. If you don't create a new life, then all the factors that brought you to your addiction will eventually catch up with you again. And that's exactly what the fuck you just said. Like you said it in Drew's terms.
Yeah, it's-
But that's exactly what you just said.
I know we got break. Fuck that break. We run this shit. So that is exactly true. And I want to say this: any type of addiction, right? And any way we live our life, everything. And understand when I say this, everything is centered in your thinking, right? And because it's your thinking that allows you to to become angry about certain things. Like something can happen right now. Dia get angry. Candy might get sad. You might get angry. I might just be like, fuck it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But
Sounds like us.
But the reason we have separate reactions and emotions to something is directly related to our thinking, right? And to touch on the high risk situations, the hungry, angry, lonely, and tired, right? What that is, those aren't the actual triggers, but those are the emotions or those are the emotions or stimulations that allow your guard to come down and your addiction to kick back in.
Yeah. And the next paragraph they say, how do you feel at the end of the day? And it highlights on you were just saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So
Absolutely.
and I know what he said. The one of the things they're recommending, so I want you to know if you agree with it, is it says learn to relax. There are only a few reasons why people use drugs and alcohol. They use them to escape, relax, and reward themselves. In other words, people use drug and alcohol to relieve tension.
I agree. Let me tell you something. When I was getting high, if I wake up in the morning, the sun up, oh shit, man, it's a bright sunny day, man, I'm going to get high. I wake up, it's cloudy and it's raining like a, man, damn, man, it's raining like a mug. Man, I don't feel like this shit. I'm going to get high. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
But understand that drugs and alcohol, like addiction to drugs and alcohol, addiction period, to anything.
Do you put sex in this category? Because I do.
Absolutely.
The world
sex
we're
is
in,
definitely
Absolutely.
But the world where we live in, every single weekday, sex is definitely a part of it. I mean, I know tons of people who are sex addicts and don't even know they are.
I mean, to be truthful, I mean, everything that Drew kind of talked about, drugs, alcohol, and sex.
Yes,
Yeah.
sex
Some
is a
people
huge
think
part of
that
that.
is their everyday ritual.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this. So drugs, alcohol, sex, food,
They're all addictions.
pain, all that. They're all addictions. But here's the kicker. They are only symptoms of a bigger issue.
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
They're only symptoms of a bigger issue. And as people, we're like onions. Like when I first stopped getting high, I got a sponsor and all that. And first thing he said, man, listen, man, cause I'm ready to do some work. I'm ready to get going, start revealing some shit and all that. He's like, man, look, just take it easy. Just be easy. He said, man, you got the whole rest of your life to start peeling back those layers of life, of the onion that you call a personality. You did what I'm saying? But right now, just learn how to not use drugs. Just learn how to not drink. Take it slow. You know what I mean?
Take your time and get it
Yeah.
done. So last thing, and then I'm sorry. I wanted to just get through this one, but you gonna yell at me? You look like you about to punch me in the eye.
I just don't
learned
want
to be
to.
patient.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, that's his I'm being
I
patient
know.
look.
So, because I just want to cover it and then we can move on. I know.
It is good stuff. But I
Yeah, okay. Yes, sir. So the last thing I want him to address, because then we got to go into segments, so I won't have time to ask him, and I think they should hear it, is be honest. An addiction requires lying. You have to lie about getting your drug, using it, hiding its consequences, and planning your next relapse. An addiction is full of lying. By the time you develop an addiction, lying comes easily to you. After a while, you get so good at lying that you end up lying to yourself. That's why addicts don't know who they are or what they believe in.
Facts.
Okay, I thought so. Because it didn't even have to be about an addiction, and I see people that lie to themselves every day. Like, they just fucking get up and lie about some shit that, and I don't know how you think that's true, because you just clearly told a lie. So, I just was checking. Okay, sorry, D. Thank you. Sorry.
All right.
Assalamu alaikum.
So,
And now you
Walaikum
made me
salam.
nervous. Let me take a drink.
so look, we getting deep in here, and we getting knowledgeable. But we will be back right after this commercial break, music break. Hey, we really.
Sorry.
I know. I
It's
need
a
somebody
deep
to liven
topic.
it up. Drew, what the ladies need to do?
The ladies?
Yeah.
Suck this dick! week.
All right,
That could be an
we had to do
addiction, so we're gonna have to
icebreaker
say
here.
no.
So look, we'll be back with adult conversation here on Rip Radio.
Rip Radio Network.
It's the trapping.
So sweet, you give me cavities. Sweet. I don't know why you do this to me.
Sugar crush.
I can't help the fact that you're so sweet.
Divine.
And now I have a taste for your cherries. You're my candy crush. You're my candy crush. You're my candy crush. You're my candy crush. Can't stop crushing till I make you pop. And you're so addictive, I cannot stop. We've been at it for hours, it eats up my time. And it just excites me to know that you're mine. You're my candy crush. You're my candy crush. Ooh, can I crush it? You're my candy crush. I can't believe how good you taste to me. You're so good. You're so good. You're so good. I know I keep on coming back just to know if I can eat the pack. And when you do it, girl, you make it so hard. I have to take you to my favorite spot. Ooh, you know I eat it. You're the sweetest piece of candy to me. I want that living. Girl, I just wanna crush it. You're the one I'm loving, and nothing else can cut it. Ooh, girl, you're the sweetest thing that I have ever tasted. You're full of so much flavor. Can't stop crushing till I make you pop. And you're so addictive, I cannot stop. We've been at it for hours, it eats up my time. And it just excites me to know that you're mine. Ooh, I wanna taste ya, can't wait to eat it. Something sweet on my tongue, got to have you every day. Oh my, oh my. Just one look at you, my sugar starts to rise. Let me crack you open like a pinata. Let your sweetness fall on out. Can't wait to taste your starburst. Can't wait another hour. So sweet to me. So sweet to me. So sweet. Girl, your body is so amazing. The way you walk across that floor just drives me crazy. You're 23, and your makeup. When you're walking down the street, I know you got haters. The feeling that I get, I can't explain it. When you walk away, it's like that ass is famous. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, just walk away. Walk away, just walk away. Walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Excuse me if I'm staring, but you won't believe what my mind is preparing. I'm anticipating the way you all got me so discombobulated. The feeling that I get, I can't explain it. When you walk away, it's like that ass is famous. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, just walk away, walk away, just walk away, walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away.
All right.
We back, y'all.
Yes, we are back.
All right, so if you just tuned in, what we talking about, Candy?
Living a better life.
A new way of life.
A new way of life.
She got the agenda right there in front of her, Drew.
Wait, I don't even
It
have
still
it.
won't
I
look
didn't
at
have
it.
it. You should
Look.
make sure I pulled it up.
Look. All right, so look. The first half, we pretty much, it's safe to say if we talked about
Recovery.
recovery.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk briefly about maybe 10 to 15 minutes about other ways of changing your life. Sunshine mentioned earlier about her divorce. She changed her life. Candy said that she changed her life several ways of putting people out and moving people in and
Damn it, Jim.
being engaged.
Revolving door.
Yeah. You talking about
Revolving
being-
door.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
No, I will stay with somebody for years.
Yeah, that's true.
Even when you supposed to
Yeah.
been gone.
Even when I was supposed to have been gone. Clearly, I was supposed to have been gone.
That is true.
I had already moved on.
That is true. But now let's kind of give people an insight of different ways of, I guess, living a new way of life.
Okay.
Y'all gotta excuse me.
We got M&Ms.
That's it.
I got
y'all,
M&M.
We
Is that the ones with the peanuts
fantastic
in them?
duo? over
We
there sharing,
hangry.
I don't like anything with have peanuts in my mouth.
so,
I love nuts in my mouth.
Hey,
Side note.
I'm trying to change that way of life for me.
speaking of nuts in your mouth, is that a
Okay.
new way of life?
Nuts in my mouth?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you brought it up when I was trying to,
I was
segue
talking
into
about
that.
the peanut M&Ms, but okay.
Okay. But no, what changes? We asked Drew. Okay, we kind of gave Drew a interview tonight. So what changes do you all feel like? Okay, Candy.
Yes, sir.
You were married once, so I guess you could talk about the divorce as well. You and Sunshine. So when you decided it was your chance or your time to have a new life, do you remember the breaking point or not the
Yeah.
low point or whatever?
Yep.
What was it?
When he's. I don't
Oh,
wanna say
never
it.
mind.
I don't wanna say
Okay.
my ear.
So what about you, Sunshine?
My breaking point was it was my girls were about to go to college. Everybody should know I have twins by now. They were both about to go to college, and I was already really I feel like a hamster. I got nuts on the side of my mouth. I was really challenged with the fact. Sorry, I got nuts on my lips too. I was really challenged with the fact. I don't get embarrassed. I'm sorry, but thank you.
You turned red just now.
Because I said I had nuts on my lips, so it was kind of funny. But I was really challenged, really seriously. I was challenged with the fact that my children were always the buffer for my marriage, meaning that we wanted them to have a good upbringing, so we didn't do a lot of things in front of them. A lot of it was done behind closed doors. And as miserable as I was, I just wanted there to be one last hoorah. Because it was already in my mind that once they left for college, and then there were other family members that I had to get situated, my mother and my brother, and then I was going to be free. Because I've been wanting to be free for years. So when we went on vacation, we went to Puerto Rico, and that was our last family vacation. It was a disaster. And I decided in Puerto Rico, that I can't do this no more. Like, I don't even care. And we had accomplished so much as a family. As far as status and the things that we owned. And I woke up that morning in Puerto Rico, as beautiful as it was, and I was like, fuck this shit. Like, I don't need the house, I don't need the cars, I don't need the boat. Like, I don't need none of this shit. Like, I'm unhappy. So I woke up and was like, I gotta be happy.
Were y'all still physical up until that point?
Physical meaning having a sexual relation?
Yeah.
Well, we were on a 2-week schedule. So
So y'all fucked every 2 weeks.
well, I knew we needed to, but then it was really hard because I didn't want to, but I knew I had
know that
to
life.
because of the tension. Like if we didn't at least do it like every 2 weeks, then it was gonna be a lot of tension. And at that point, the girls could feel it, and I didn't want them feeling the tension in the house. So like I would go to get in bed and count and be like, okay.
Did you suck dick every 2 weeks?
No,
She wasn't.
So
I
let me
wasn't
ask you-
sucking dick back then.
So let me ask you three this. When you felt like there is a new change that you should change in life, do you feel like it was emotionally, spiritually, or mentally?
For
at the
me?
time? All three of y'all.
I'm saying in general, it was all three of those things. That one change of the divorce was the most important change that ever happened in my life to me then, because up until then I was staying with someone who was physically abusive, he wasn't even a good husband. Like he would wake up in the morning and start smoking and then smoke his whole day away. He wasn't working. He wasn't contributing towards the bills. He wasn't and what he did make, or any money he did bring into the household, he would use it to buy drugs. So it was just like a dead end marriage. It was going nowhere. And no matter how hard I fought, no matter how hard I tried, his mother, his sister, my friends, everyone kept telling me, you crazy. You should have left him. You need to leave him.
So do you feel like you emotionally, mentally?
All three of them.
At one time?
It was a combination of all three things, yes.
Okay. Drew?
It was emotional and spiritual. I was spiritually dead. Period.
All right. Sunshine?
Mine was definitely more emotionally, like, well, probably a little mentally too. Once I got to the point where I didn't have no fucks, like I just didn't care. Like I didn't care what I lost. I didn't care what I had to go through to get out. Yeah, you gotta go. So I don't know. Maybe that's even more mentally, because I've never been a really emotional person. Meaning I get upset, but I get upset with the people I'm close to. Like there's too many people in my life to really give a fuck about everything, or I'd just be upset all the time. So it's more so. I would maybe it's more mentally. Like for me to have peace and find me, who I lost many years before. I lost me. So, I mean, that's back to why I'm who I am. Like, that's how I became Sunshine. Like, I had to find me.
So were you not the Sunshine that we know, but the bubbly, outgoing Sunshine?
Not at all. I didn't like anybody.
No, I'm saying before
I was
him.
a bitch. Like, I didn't smile. I didn't laugh. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I was unhappy, and everybody around me was going to be unhappy, too.
And this is before marriage, or?
This was during it.
No, what I'm saying was
before marriage.
So when you said that you wasn't you, I'm asking you, was there a Sunshine, but not the Sunshine we know before marriage?
No, because you got to remember, I was really young. Like I mean, we were together 20 years, so my whole adult life I was with him, and then like I became Sunshine, but someone else named me Sunshine. I didn't create it for myself. But once I was free from everything that had made me unhappy for so long, I just dedicated my life to, I need to be happy. And like, I need to put things in place. I've taken care of everyone else my whole adult life. And it was just time to take care of me. But I mean, we're talking about I was a grown-ass woman. Like I wasn't, I mean, you know, I was already late 30s. Like, I'm like, I don't know how much longer I have left.
So you brought it up. So collectively, can we say that everybody feels like their trial and tribulations make them who they are with their better life now?
I'm living my best life, like Drew said earlier.
I wouldn't trade my experiences for nothing, because my experiences is what made me who I am today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Candy?
I'm gonna say I have a better life because I know what I will and will not put up with. I will never put myself in a situation that I was in before.
Okay. Was that a shot towards me?
No. I don't have to put a shot.
Because my job tomorrow to make you feel like a woman, and you know that's gonna make you feel like.
Will you eat the box every day?
Oh no! Every 2 weeks.
Nope. It gotta be every day.
You quit your job over it?
No.
No.
I was just checking.
'Cause I still got a car note.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
God
you
you
do.
have responsibility.
Gone are the days where I have to
I
take
have
care of
a
a
car
grown
note
ass
for a
man. Yeah.
So I want her to go deeper, if that's okay.
No, I was going.
I like when you
If
go
I
deep.
can't, I know you do nasty. So so with that said, you won't tolerate what you tolerated before, and we've talked about this an enormous amount of times. So do you think that by not tolerating, though, you've changed who you are?
I don't think I've changed who I am. I am always the same person I was before I got married. I was always shy individual. Like anything, Michael didn't change who I was. Sorry. He didn't change who I was. I just dumbed down myself.
But you're not as tolerant.
Oh, I was the tolerant now. I wasn't tolerant of some things beforehand, but I tolerated shit because of my kids. That's the only reason why I was tolerating shit. But now I know that some things happen, and I'm not going to say on air, but now I know the gravity of allowing shit like that to happen, how that can fuck up everything.
Right.
So I already know if you allow that and you keep dealing with it, it's not going to just affect you. It's going to affect more than you.
Everybody around you.
Everyone around you. And you can keep saying that it'll get better, but it doesn't get better.
I mean, I always say misery loves company.
I agree.
And, like, I get more of that back at me now because, like, miserable people tend to hit me to become happy because they think they can get a little bit of my shine. But then the funny thing is they fucking pull me down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get those messages I do. I don't know about y'all, but I get those messages every day where somebody's in a really bad space and they want you to get them out that space. Well, your shit fucked up, and I'm trying to have my best day, and your day messed me up. But anyway, one of our we have a question, and typically I don't read questions, but this is right in my face. How do you just leave a person? Like, I'm struggling to leave a 13-year relationship. We are not together, and I'm trying to be his friend, but he's making it so hard. So can everybody give their opinion of that?
So
especially you, Candy.
If you're leaving someone 13 years, and I mean, I guess I don't know the situation of why you leaving, but you may just have to end that friendship. You don't have to continue the friendship. There's too many other people in the world to be friends with.
Right, and you even stated in the, I wanted Candy to go first because I know I'm a little direct sometimes, but you're not just leaving them. And like you leaving them, you may be a crutch for them. If it's that hard for you to stay their friend, then you probably need to let it go. You want to add just true?
Or that may be a crutch for the person who wants to leave. What I mean by that?
Still feeling needed.
So there is a such thing as codependency.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
We touched that 2 shows ago or something like that.
What was
Okay.
it? Messy friends? I mean, sorry, fake friends.
Yeah, fake friends.
Okay, fake
friends. I just seen a reply from. So if he's an alcoholic, it's nothing you can do. Nothing is going to get better.
He has to want help.
Drop the fear of what might happen, and leave.
And I'm not gonna lie, when I moved out, I moved into a gated place where you had to go through a security guard to go to the door. You had to have a combination thing to get into the building. Like, I made sure I had to put myself in a situation where I could be secure. So I don't know if you're trying to get away from a bad situation, but you have to do it.
So I actually have some things that can probably help the person that you was talking to. It says 15 ways to lead to a new life that you will love. First is throw away the preconceived notions. Realize your potential. Start with change every day. Change your routine. Nourish your mind, body, and soul. Live in the moment and practice mindfulness. 7, change your attitude. 8, take off the mask, find your tribe. 9, get out your comfort zone. And 10, be inspired.
That's what's up.
So hopefully, I got some more, but hopefully that can help you. Oh, I think this one is very important. It says connect with your loved ones. Because a lot of times we get with people or get with situations and we distance ourselves from family. And
If you have family.
Right, yeah.
True.
But sometimes family bring you back to reality of realizing, what is what.
I agree. And sometimes you distance yourself from your family because of the person that you're dating. And your family can see that they're not good for you, or that person who you're dating, know that they're not good for you, and your family will talk you out of it. So make sure, if you're dating someone, make sure you definitely don't lose that connection with your family because of your
And
the person you're
also,
dating.
let me say this one. The last one is stay motivated and hold yourself accountable, and which Drew kind of talked about that earlier.
Definitely.
It all starts
Exactly.
with you.
I mean, that even goes for like simple things. I ain't gonna say simple because it's damn sure not simple, but important things like just weight loss. There is something in everyone's life that's holding them back from something. I don't care. We could all think we're perfect, but there's something in our life that we want to change that we don't change because we either too scared or don't know how to.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Most things we don't even try to accomplish for fear of failure. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't give a fuck about failing, because to me, I learned like a long time ago. To me, failing is like going to school.
Yep.
I might not have got it right how it's supposed to be this time, but I tell you what, I know what I won't do the next time.
Yep. So one of my teachers, when I went away last year for that training, that's like, I don't care about how many times you succeed. How many times you failed is what matters. Because if you don't keep trying and picking yourself up every time you fail, then you're really just you're not giving your all to your life. If you do something and you succeed at it, and that's all you ever did, that one thing, you're really not challenging yourself.
Mm-hmm. I know. Go ahead.
I know I asked you three, what breaking point or what point that y'all felt like, you wanted to change your life. But mine's came about of all the people that was hurting around me.
Because of you?
Yeah. I was raised by my mother and my aunt. So naturally, I like to surround myself with women. But I noticed that I was always getting, for the majority of the women I was dating, good women. So
To enroll them into one.
Mm-hmm.
So were you letting others accommodate for what someone was lacking? Because that's what I do now.
yes, at the time I was, yes.
Okay.
And there's no shade, no disrespect to Candy. Even now, I feel like when I proposed, it was like what true quality she had that made me dismiss that I would need from any other woman. Me having multiple women were mostly, stroking my ego or, making me look good at certain places, whatever the case may be. But the fact that she supported me, she kind of, stood beside me as a friend first.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never had that.
Right.
I never had a real true friendship before sex. All my relationship was sex. And then
Well, women and men are different, so.
yeah. But that changed, and it was kind of like, even when we first started dating, I was battling it. I had my demons with that, and a lot of things that Drew was saying, even when it comes to drugs, alcohol, things like that, I can put that into my past everyday life, because again, we were kind of confused of
Right.
what the topic was earlier, but then when Drew said, it could fit everyday life, and then when he actually broke it down here, and I was thinking about his story and then other people's story, it was like, well, damn, I truly can relate, because again, I really thought I was going to be lost for tonight's subject, but
So do you feel that once you proposed to Candy that you found you or maybe you matured and came to the realization that everything you thought you needed in the past were really not things you needed?
I do, but I think like anything that anyone has ever, and Drew, maybe you can help me out. Anything that everyone has already been addicted to, you question yourself as far as what would happen if I go back to that.
Right.
Not saying that, if I wanted to step out, but then it's kind of like if I do that, then like, okay, if I do this one chick, then what's gonna happen to the 10th chick? Like you said, as far as drinking,
gotta play the
whatever
tape.
case may be, right? So it's like I don't want to try that. I don't want to dip into that. But do I get tempted? Yes, because I've lived so many years that certain lifestyle.
But temptation is one thing. Acting on it is something totally
Right.
different.
So that's
I mean,
what I'm
that's
saying.
like you're
So-
looking at a movie and your dick get hard. That's not cheating. I mean, like,
I don't know.
that's
Some
an
women might
attractive.
consider that cheating.
But it's
like,
really
no.
not. That's an attractiveness to something. And I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I mean, that's not cheating. Because I'm big on, like, the thing I struggle with is, like, what ain't no secret how I move. I mean, I have different friends. But, like, it's always this control thing. Like, they're in a competition to see who's number one.
guy, yeah.
And like there really is no
True.
number one. There
It's
can't be a
number
number one. Because they all provide something that I need.
His name Crush.
Crush is number one. Fuck
Drew
that
is your
shit.
number one friend,
Drew is
so-
not my Drew is my bestie.
I ain't saying sex wise. I'm just saying.
No, Drew
in
is
general,
definitely my
he's your
bestie.
number one.
But even Drew,
Test your patience.
definitely. Yeah. He fucking, let me tell you, I'm calling him in a panic this weekend. Like, Regency, yeah, I know I'm not supposed to bash people, and I'm not, but Regency Furniture fucked my order up so bad. And I had to have certain things for Saturday. So I called Drew in a panic, and I'm like, I need you to meet me, and I need you to meet me now. My head was spinning. And he's like, can't we do it tomorrow? No, now. Like, I couldn't even function. So
Son,
he hung up on me.
You ran, didn't you?
He came through.
I did. I came through.
He came through, but he was fine once he got there. But I hadn't had an opportunity to tell him what I had been through all week. Like there was no more time. Time had run out. So it's my head spinned around, and I said, "Now," like in a really deep voice, and I got scared. I scared me. I was like, "Oh shit, who was that?" Yeah. So
It's
I
so
get
good.
it. No, I'm
Yeah, what she don't know is I came.
no, he came.
Did you?
I did.
He
Well,
came.
I ain't come like that. But I came.
You did say I came.
No, he came. No, he came.
But I stopped.
came.
I stopped.
Swag, I came.
Anybody who know me know I stopped for my coffee first.
I bet you did.
I don't care what he stopped for, but how about I had been in there for 2 hours and I look over, I made the little man at the self-checkout go get him, and he's yelling about condoms. And now, mind you, I just moved back to an area where I moved away from 7 years ago, so I've already ran into 2 people, and I'm trying to be down there real incognito, because they're calling me by my government, and I'm like, who the hell is calling my government? Because people don't call me that no more. So, yeah, it's been a big one. Thank you for coming when commanded. Because I definitely commanded.
Commanded too.
Yeah, I was Lord. Oh,
So back to what...
I don't, again.
Thank you.
Whoa.
See what I'm saying? Core
Thank
beliefs.
you.
I'm not tripping on that.
He's
That's
not.
something that already happened.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
call
he's not.
Dwayne.
He's not.
I'm gonna call him restricted DI. Come here now.
No, I was like, I mean, when I said now,
He
like
gonna
my
hang up
head
on me.
spin. I need y'all to understand this. My head spin when I said now.
He gonna be like, but is you dead though?
You about to be if you don't get here now. But what had happened was my point was I wouldn't need Drew in my life if he wasn't the dude that he is. Do you understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't need him in my life if he hadn't been through what he's already been through, because he understands me because of who he is. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
So some people you pull in because of who they are and because of who you are, and you can mesh with that. Like he know when I say now in a really deep voice that it
That's
like
something serious. So
You got me. Thank
right.
you.
So I mean, I want to say that collectively, and I don't want to talk for everyone, that anyone that's in our lives now, because I think it's safe to say we've been past what we've been.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if anyone is in our lives right now, you are there by choice and for a purpose.
Exactly. Yeah. Say it one more time. Say it one more time. Make sure everybody got
hold
it.
on.
Post. I can post
Let
it
me see if
later.
I
Say it
remember.
one more
Hold on.
time. If anyone is in our lives,
If anyone is in our lives, you are there by choice and by purpose.
exactly.
Yes.
So, you know,
Whew. Hallelujah.
Again,
Praise the Lord.
you know,
Kumbaya, my Lord. No,
all of us-
I got goosebumps.
for all of us coming from different walks of life, we come here with adult conversation. And we
Each and every
bring-
Tuesday at 5, from 5 to 7 on Rip Radio.
Rip
Network.
Radio Network.
and we bring that to you all. You know, we dumb it down at times, but then we keep it real 90% of the time. And we only dumb it down sometimes because we don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
Safe to say?
Safe to say. Agreed.
So just know even when we invite you all personally and tell you about the event, it's because we want you there.
Exactly.
It's not that, we necessarily need you there, but we want you there.
That
But
was a dig, though. I need you and want you there, guys.
Yes, I
but,
need you.
it's,
and
Selling
it's
that
just some
shine.
people that stand out in life that we kind of want us to be around each other
I
to
agree.
accomplish and meet the goals. that
All
we're trying to meet.
positive vibes going forward.
So since D is on his Kumbaya, my Lord mission, which I really, really like, shameless plug, we're going to get back to some of the things that we used to do. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of things under Sunshine Aces LLC. And then all 4 of us are going to be together doing some things soon because we have a space now.
Well, I thought we was going to do
Put
that.
you out there. I just wanted to throw that out there while you was Kumbayaing.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
Okay.
Ma'am. I'm a ma'am.
All right, so
Oh, he's a sir.
that's right. I'm a sir.
Yes,
I'm
Daddy.
a sir.
Yes, sir, D. Yes, sir, D.
Yes, sir,
Sunshine
D.
going on. Yeah, I'm a sir.
Yes, sir, D.
Let me get my flower and my
Sir D
paddle
is
out.
Sir Drew.
Get it out.
Yes, we're
Sir
gonna
just Drew.
we gonna find
Sir
a girl to
this
beat her
day.
ass.
Sir this day.
Sir, this day.
All right, so look, we running out of time, but right now we about to get into.
It's time for Can You Answer Candy's Questions?
think
All
so,
that we
like
ask is that your answer is honest and real.
You like them nuts.
And if
In
you
my
have
mouth.
a question you want Candy to ask live, email it to candy@adultconversation.com.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna start with you, Sunshine. Okay, I'll
Got
start.
I'm ready.
nuts in
No,
the
I'm
mouth.
ready.
She got
I'm
nuts in the
ready.
mouth.
I'm good.
I'm gonna go with
I'm a
Drew. You got
hamster.
some mouthful of nuts. Drew,
Yes,
why do women go after the other women when they catch their man cheating?
because they dumb as fuck. Then they feel like they can whoop the other woman, but they don't feel like they can whoop their man.
Ditto.
I
I
restrict
agree on that one. I guess it depends on the circumstance because if they feel like they know the woman, they want to check the woman first besides their man. So I think it's a situational type of thing.
Okay.
Sunshine,
Because they're insecure.
Candy.
Because they don't want to lead a man. It's easy to just to check the girl.
True.
Okay.
All right, Sunshine. Without naming the city you were born, what is it known for?
White people.
Drew.
Having the mayor on crack.
That is true.
D.
Candy.
That's a good
I
question.
gotta think of mine.
So stupid.
Having a big apple.
New York.
That is true.
I
That
thought
is
of this
hers.
Jay-Z, you know,
That-
what's,
that
I don't
is
even remember
hers.
the chick's name.
Mine's, I could say cherry blossom.
All right. Okay.
And that's so opposite.
I was trying to.
Yeah. You.
No, it's
you
okay.
on
We
I was trying to
positivity.
connect with you.
We here, and I'm connecting on.
And Drew's sitting there talking
I'm
about
about
crack.
to do Kumbaya again.
You said what is the city known
But
for?
that's
They gonna
true,
be
though.
Big
so
chill. You could
mad.
have said anything.
They
No,
gonna
you're
be
not known
so
for the
mad
big
that
chill,
we gonna
I know
pray.
The hand that was stolen that was coming out of the ground.
People in California don't know shit about no big shit.
No.
People in California know
The mayor
that
was on
the
crack.
mayor was on crack.
But they know about cherry blossoms
You
too,
could have
because they were
said
donated.
You should have said a president
They
who
were
got
donated.
got head from a girl under the table.
What I need everybody know is we're gonna be in the parking lot
Awesome.
praying to the universe.
Right.
Yeah.
We need
Okay.
that.
Of the universe?
Concluding this show, praying to the universe,
Okay.
concluding this show.
All right. Next question. Shit, I forgot about this one. Okay, D. If your lover cheats on you, would you be more mad if they did it while y'all were happy or when y'all was experiencing issues?
More when we're happy.
Okay.
'Cause that'll fuck me up more emotionally.
Probably more when we was happy, I guess. I don't know. If you're gonna cheat. I don't give a fuck.
Sunshine.
I'm on the same tip. I'm just gonna cheat back. I don't care. Shit.
Candy.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. If you cheat on me while we have happy times, I'm gonna be mad.
That's so coupley.
What?
So just coupley answers.
All right, Drew.
Who's a couple?
These
Oh,
nuts.
I forgot we. I forgot we outed ourselves. I'm sorry.
right?
I'm sorry.
A long time ago.
Yeah, November 4th.
No more extra pussy for you.
I mean,
On that note.
That probably don't stop the girls from throwing pussy.
Mm. Why you mad at the girls, though? We just asked that. Why?
Get your deflector. Deflect that shit to me.
It's always somebody out there willing.
Your girl don't like me. She don't speak to me.
Because she don't like. She really don't like you.
That's just how she is. Take your
tell her
drawers off.
Sunshine don't like you neither.
My
You
girl
be like,
don't
he
like
probably
you.
like, you should get her back. Sleep with me.
My girl don't like you. Oh damn! Here, put this dick in your mouth.
No, I be like, we can start, and she'll come and join in. Just come on, hurry up.
All right, Drew. What emotions do you experience the most?
Confusion.
Oh, good one.
Sunshine.
Damn, Drew.
What experience do I? What emotion do I experience the most? Sunshine. Real sunshine and shit. I'm pretty happy most of the time. Yeah. I appreciate the universe.
I'm restricted.
Is this emotion disappointment?
Oh, that's your saying.
That's an emotion.
Yeah,
That's an emotion.
That's
It's on the emotional chart.
because me personally, I hold people, and as you said, all the time, your friends and your family, stuff like that, that you consider.
But you
your friends
expect
consider your
disappointment
family.
from them.
Yeah, but
They can't help it.
I feel like I don't like to be disappointed.
Let's do a scale, like a 50-50. Be on a 50-50 raffle with your family and friends.
I agree.
Then you won't be upset.
Candy.
Candy.
Love.
What?
Love. Emotion.
The emotion you experience the most is love?
Yeah.
Who say that? You?
Yeah.
You say that?
You love?
I experience love the most.
You love?
You experience love the most, meaning you feel it or you give it.
I ain't giving it.
Oh, I'm about to say.
I'm about to say
I
that.
misunderstood what it did. That shit. I
I said
misunderstood
emotion
the
you
question.
experience, the one I'm receiving the most.
Oh. No,
Not
I don't
giving,
receive.
not
I don't.
giving.
No, I missed that. Okay, sorry. We can move on, but I missed that whole thing.
All right, this is the last one. Sunshine, what was the most memorable toy you played with from when you was a little kid?
Light bright.
Hold on, repeat that again.
Well, I love the light. My light bright was my shit.
You put it on your
you
skin,
had all the
did you?
pigs?
Yeah,
kept all your
I'm
pigs?
very careful with the pegs. I'm listen.
That's
I'm
good.
into artsy shit.
That's good.
Yeah.
though. No, seriously, because if you lose
No,
them
I had
pigs,
them. I know
yeah.
my light bright was lit. I got pictures. I can show you at the house.
I believe you,
You don't
too.
fuck with me. We gonna have a light bright get together.
Okay.
Shit.
All right.
What was
Matter
the
of fact, I'm
question?
gonna go see if it was something. Let me bring it over to Sunshine House.
I'm restricted.
Drew asked the question.
All right.
What was the question?
Your favorite toy that was memorable was when you were a child. It's not your turn though. Unrestricted.
No, Drew can go.
It's
Go ahead,
unrestricted turn
Go
because he
ahead,
ain't
Drew.
ready. It's unrestricted
No,
turn.
Drew about to say something nasty anyway. Go ahead.
No, I ain't.
That fucking magazine.
Right.
5-finger discount.
Key cars. Hot Wheels key cars.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels.
Key cars. You stick the key in the back.
Yep.
Pop, squeeze it, and the car shoot off. We stole every one that the motherfucking what was
Sand
CVS?
Road.
People's.
People's
People's
Drugstore.
Drugstore,
I didn't
Kenilworth
say that.
Avenue, 99 cent
That's
movie.
just show. We
Hey,
just
no-
showed
That's
our
back when they
age.
had America
Hey,
Online.
young girls, I'm still young.
It wasn't even
I
out
read
that.
about
It
one
wasn't even
time.
no America
I still
Online.
got
yet.
American Online. Don't do that.
Me too.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
People's Drugstore all day.
Yep.
That was like, y'all remember Zaire?
Yep.
Yep.
I used to work at Ames.
Oh, shit.
You worked everywhere. That don't count.
They used to be Ames.
Don't talk about that. That was a really dark time in his life.
I
He
used to
was
work at
contemplating
4th and
things.
Rhode Island Avenue.
You worked at Ames?
Yes.
Remember when it was theirs?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was
It was
there.
theirs before Ames.
Actually, my mother worked at Zayas part-time, and then I wound up working at Ames.
You still all that shit?
Yeah, he sure.
I can neither
He pushed
confirm
that
or
shit out.
deny.
He pushed that shit out.
That's why they went out of business, because
Hey,
all
Lord.
y'all motherfuckers was stealing shit.
All I'm going to say is I was in layaway. Let's just say my kids never had a disappointing Christmas.
Go on, unrestricted.
Mine's actually would be BMX bikes. I was always into bikes. Because growing up in Southeast, we always used to ride everywhere to experience life.
Okay.
What about yours, Kane?
Mine must have been my Care Bears.
Oh, you like the Care Bears? That's so sweet. Did anybody
one?
like Cabbage Patch Kids?
Which one did you have?
I
Grumpy?
remember when I got the interracial
Yeah, Grumpy
one.
Bear.
No, I had the one that was purple.
Grumpy Bear.
That was
Then it-
actually
then it
Grumpy
probably was
Bear.
Grumpy
No,
Bear.
I think Grumpy Bear was blue.
Yeah, I think that would have been.
Oh, we're going to make it purple for her.
Yes.
Grumpy Bear.
That's cute though.
I love them. I love the cartoon, everything about
You
cats.
still
The
watching
cartoon
it?
was kind of cool.
Yeah. If I can. Yeah.
So if you had been able to play with one of the bears, which one would it have been?
The purple one.
You were gonna play with yourself. Pretty much so.
So I can tell my age. So
consistent with her
the
moves.
funny part about it was Care Bears, Strawberry Shortcake, and
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony, and it was one more.
Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
Does anybody remember Speed Racer or Puff
I
the
sure
Magic
do.
Dragon?
I sure do.
Puff the Magic
sure
Dragon.
do.
I love that shit. That was my shit. Me and my turtle used to watch it together after
I
school.
sure do. You got another one, Kane?
Nope.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
That's
You
all
got
I
another question?
Easy.
No, I wrote the same question twice.
I'm gonna make it quick.
All right.
Go
You got some
Speed
truths
Racer.
for us? Unconditional?
Not today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not today. I don't have it.
This
Okay.
is a good truth. Yeah.
I don't have it.
Okay.
Okay.
You got no question?
All right, last one. Unrestricted. What do you want to change about your life or yourself?
Truthfully, it would probably be our communication. A lot of times, we're saying the same things, but it's not how it needs to be said.
Agree. True.
Head, M.O. head.
What?
Head, M.O. head. Come on,
can't
Drew,
stand
now.
him.
Go, baby. Go ahead, man.
I can't stand
we,
him.
We brought the whole Uncle Luke in this
Right,
motherfucker.
exactly.
But I just want head, and more head.
I apologize ahead of time, but like I wish the one thing I could change about myself, right? I wish I could change that I stopped putting other people before myself.
Deep.
Okay.
Candy?
I would change and make sure I'm more happy.
Happier.
Happy.
That too.
I want to experience a lot more happiness.
Can you write me a list of 5 things you'd like to be happier about?
Ain't no.
No, I want a list.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna charge you to process it. Like I'm trying to make moves here.
All right. So, look, we're going to take a quick music
What?
break.
What the
Yes, we're going
frick?
to take a quick music break.
Yes, sir.
What?
And we'll
Yes, sir,
be
D.
right back here for Adult Conversation each and every Tuesday between 5 and 7 p.m. And, Drew, why we go, what do you need to do?
First of all, you need to go to YouTube, key in Adult Conversation with a K. You need to subscribe to the page, and you need to like the page. And then you come back and listen to all the shows that we've done.
All right. Once again, it's going to be quick, so don't go too far from your listening device. We'll be back.
Girl, your body is so amazing. Girl, your body is so amazing. The way you walk across that floor just drives me crazy. You're 23s and your makeup. When you're walking down the street, I know you got haters. The feeling that I get, I can't explain it. When you walk away, it's like that ass is famous. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, just walk
back to Adult Conversation. Drew,
Yep.
what time is it?
My favorite time of the show is time for Sunshine Certifications.
It's your favorite part of the night, listeners. Sunshine's certification. Listen as Sunshine certifies businesses and events. Also, if you want your business or event certified, email sunshine@adultconversation.com.
So, 2 things I'm going to certify, and I'm going to certify them both in like 45 seconds because we're on the time limit. The first thing I wanted to certify is real talk. Thank you to everybody that came out and rock with Just Drew and I for Sunshine Sexy Spring Fling. I appreciate the crossover that happens with myself and Just Drew and KKSE, Sunshine Aces LLC, Adult Conversation, Play Nice Social, and everything that we do. So we have a lot of crossover, and I know y'all confused as fuck, but I talk to y'all about it all the time. So if you're not sure what you're attending for which company, just get with one of us. But some people really came out, put out work. They knew what was going on, so that was awesome. I appreciate you guys, all the work you put in. So moving forward, the other thing I wanted to certify, so it's kind of off the grid, but I get to certify whatever the hell I want. So I wanted to certify this ADT command system that I got installed into my new space. And when I tell you it's crazy, it's crazy. So $80 installed. I have cameras all over the place. I know where all my doors and windows are doing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I can set my alarm from my cell phone, Team Apple iPhone all day. And it even reminds me in the morning that I didn't set the alarm, so I might want to set it. And then I have a doorbell that I can see the majority of my front yard. So if a deer decides to come on my property, I can see his little ass. And then if my kid decides to go out and let the dog out, I can see that shit too. And I can actually talk to people at the door and say, I'll be there in 2 minutes. So I don't know what security system you have. I don't know if you have things that you need to secure, but I have things I need to secure. And thank you to my security men who secured my pussy all weekend long, because I was asleep and they was coming to check on me and make sure they knew that my pussy was secure and the alarm was working and I could go on my app and check it out from the phone. So check out ADT Command. If you don't have that, it's really not that pricey. I'm very pleased with what I got for the price that I paid. So ADT Command, I'll post more information on a link later.
All right, so be on the lookout for a lot more events by Sunshine LLC. Candy,
Yes,
what we
sir.
got coming up?
On May 16th through the 19th, we have KKSE Deep Creek Getaway with Goombay. We
I'll
don't
be
have
there.
All right,
We don't have no houses. but
Sunshine,
somebody
June
may.
2nd, what we got?
June 2nd, please stay tuned. Me and Candy are going to be posting to get your tickets. Candy and I are being celebrated for Celebrate a Sister Awards show and book signing with Conversation with Deborah Franklin. She was on our show. Please check that out. We're both going to post more information about that soon.
All right, June 28th, we have Adult Conversation Skip Day. If you already don't know, we've been posting it. You better get your leave slip and your time in. Drew,
Yes.
August 3rd is what?
August 3rd. Play Night Social Anniversary Motherfucking Pool Party. And if you don't know,
Now
you
you
better
know.
add some motherfucking body.
All right, so we thank everybody listening to Adult Conversation each and every Tuesday. Feel free to
Rip
go
Radio
follow
Network.
all of our social media sites because we want to be connected with you, and we appreciate it. I'm Unrestricted D.
I'm Sunshine Aces.
I'm
Come on,
Just
come on, come on.
Drew.
And Candy Brown.
All right, we're Adult Conversation. Thank y'all.
Good night.